This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. Okay. I imagine Drake is somewhere laughing because Kawhi decided to go to the Clippers after winning with the Raptors. And recently in an interview, he said he didn't feel like the Raptors were good enough to repeat. Well, you're not good enough to repeat either on the Clippers. It wasn't just you. It was a team. You're good. You're amazing. But to say that was a little crazy. He's failed again against the Nuggets. We'll have to see how this goes. But it was bad. It's bad. And I imagine Drake is having a good laugh. I imagine it was hard to see Kawhi not come back. You know, it was like, geez, you know, I imagine, you know, he left because more money and everything else, but still, it's something special. Anyways, then next up, we got Caitlyn Jenner calling Joe Rogan, basically, you know, transphobic. And I don't know, Joe Rogan is not that type of person. I watch a lot of his interviews and everything and a lot of his podcasts. He's pretty much one of the most peaceful, neutral people you're going to see, and kind of calls things what they are. And he's still a comedian. Now, I'll say this about Caitlyn Jenner, who used to be called Bruce Jenner. At some point during Kim and all the kids having all this fame and success, he felt left out and he wanted to be famous. I'm not saying he did it for fame. Or she did it for fame, Caitlyn. Hey, you're living your truth. Good for you, okay? Everybody, I'm not against anybody living their truth. If you feel like this, be that. He didn't live his truth his whole life, or she didn't live her truth. But Joe Rogan was just mentioning something. He says, he's always been like this, and my girl's got... then he started mentioning, comparing people. First of all, he's very neutral about, you know, people transitioning and everything, as you should be. But then, to be petty, he's like, my daughters have more money than you, and this. Money doesn't make someone better than anybody. I hate to break it to anybody. Money doesn't make you better, and success doesn't make you better. Now, Kim Kardashian had to do some questionable things to get that fame and focus on the family. And then the mom, I would say Kris Jenner, is amazing with business. And they put their life out there, and people like them. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? And, you know, they're famous for being on TV, I guess. I mean, people like them. That's what fame is. Caitlyn rode off of that and then wanted her own show and everything. Instead of just quietly living your truth, she wanted to make a show about it. And you could say it was to empower people in that. It was to kind of get back at Chris a little bit too. But, you know, Joe Rogan, I would say, is not phobic at all, okay? I think that he has said things about, like, you wouldn't want a guy transitioning to a woman, right? And playing sports at a woman level at the WNBA. It would be unfair because men produce more testosterone, period. You know, so it's just an unfair advantage. You know, that wouldn't be right. And he talks about that as far as that. That's true. You know, like, you don't want to have people to have an unfair advantage and people can get hurt. You know, and that was his concern. That's the only time I've heard him really speak out about it. And then, like, you know, everyone has Caitlyn Jenner jokes as a comedian. Is it right? Maybe not, but, you know, comedy is a little dark sometimes, you know? Anyways, I knew that Caitlyn was going to rush TMZ about that. I knew it. 2 Chainz dropped a video with Lil Wayne and nobody cared. A little shocking. Now, they sampled Guy, A Piece of My Love. No, Tupac did that and he did a great job. I didn't like it when Big Sean did it. It's not really that great of a track. I can kind of see why people did. The video is interesting. It's at Alabama State where he attended, and you know, it's a good It's a good video. But I can imagine they spent some money on it because everyone had to probably get tested and everything. It's crazy. One of Future's artists passes. Free Bands artist FFXY. I don't know how he passed away at 25. Details are scarce on the situation. I've never heard of him, but he signed around 2016, dropping Cartel Shorty EP. Oh no, he signed recently, I think. He added, it's a lot more aggressive and caring, letting the listener flaunt. Okay, I don't know. Check out his music. Latest single, Paranoia #1, released it in August. But there's no details on why he passed. I know Drake lost somebody the other day too. Sad, very sad. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys. Jordan Tower with JT News, just keeping you up to date.